What is up, everybody? I'm having a bad technical start, but we're good. We've got audio, video, whatever you want here. The Ponda cam is working. All right. Having a good hair day. Whatever you want. Little bit of technical stuff getting in the way, but we fixed it. I had mic issues, camera issues, all fixed. And we're only 15 minutes late on a Monday morning, not too bad. All right. Jim subscribed. Jim probably just got home from work. Jim, what's up? You working the night shift? Actually, I've never seen you here in my morning streams. Long time no see, my friend. How are you? I'm having a bad Monday, but it's going to get better. Long time no see, yeah. What brings you here? You were working all day. I figured something like that. Myself, my own personal reason for being kind of groggy besides the normal Monday morning is that my clock got messed up by playing poker all night Saturday night, so it's hard to alternate between like staying up all night and staying up all day. Happy New Year. Bijak wasn't here for the simul yesterday. We had a good simul, except for the fact that I lost like 8 games on time. Looks like the simuls will have to go back to... I'm going to have to go back to like 40-second increments. For some reason with the 30-second increments, I can't avoid the flag. So I lost like... Oh, you couldn't join in time. Sadly, like a lot of the games weren't even out of the opening. I was really slow, talking too much or something. I feel stupid about it. I mean, we only had like 2 games reach end games. I feel like it's bad. It's a bad time control if that happens. That like half of my games just get basically aborted by time in the middle. Acerbate, you had an interesting game going for a little bit there. I don't like the way you played that. You know, with the E5 is not correct. Hello, Flair. We've got challenges from Sumaher and Arman. Mumlu said that's exactly how my Blitz stats look. Like what? Oh, your Blitz stats look like my Blitz stats? Yeah, downhill. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played at all. I lost some game for 30 rating points or something. It looks exaggerated, but it's actually like... That graph is based on like 2 games or something. I just like lost to a 2000 player and then drew someone, I think, after that. This is not like statistically relevant. I mean, this is a graph based on 2 games or something. I have another account that I play on anonymously, and even that I haven't been playing on, so I just don't play, and this is just, yeah. I just always start on my profile page. I just hate to look at the other streamers who use bots to pad their viewership. Or random titles that don't exist. Take your pick. Yeah, maybe Esserman is my favorite other streamer. And I love him. Alright, Sumaher, Arman, Flair, and Hey It's Miro. It's pretty bad when you respect Esserman more than the other people streaming. Anyway, alright. I'm not going to rant today. I promise. It's my New Year's resolution not to rant on the stream about things that irritate me. It's just negative and it doesn't look good. Alright, Sumer, I'll just get it out of my system. We're going to take this challenge. Yeah, it's my New Year's resolution. I want to put it in Zen mode. That'll be my New Year's resolution, because I didn't have one. Not to rant on stream. Although I think a lot of people actually secretly like my rants. Do you think any streamers who have like 1K viewers have bots? Well, yeah. I mean, right now, like, you know, there's you know, who is streaming, and he's got 250 viewers. What 250 viewers are watching someone? Are there American viewers, like 250 American viewers at like 3 o'clock in the morning watching a chess stream on lichess? Or they're European morning viewers, you know? Honestly, if you had like 50 viewers at this time on lichess, you'd be kind of lucky, you know? The second thing, I mean, chess.com has bots. Like, it's 100%. If you take any of the chess.com streamers, took them off chess.com, and brought them here, you know, they would suddenly have no viewers, because their viewers are just like chess.com bots. Not all of them. You know, Hikaru has a lot of, you know, really good streamers have real viewers. I'm saying chess.com definitely pads all the streamers, even the like beginner streamers, with bots. It's disgusting. I mean, I can't prove it, you know, but it's like, is there a moon in the sky? Yes. Anyway, I promise I'm not going to rant. The other thing that irritates me is made up titles, you know, like, no. You can't make up your own title. Is there really such a thing as WNM? Because I don't think so. You know, I don't think that's a title. Titles are things that have to exist, you know, in more than one country, right? To be real. You can just make up your own title. Yeah. But there's no such title, man. Maybe in like one country in the world. But I find that irritating. Anyway, that's the extent of my rants for today. People just do anything for attention. Yeah, but nobody has 250 viewers on lichess at 11 o'clock in the morning. Unless it was like Magnus or something. Yeah, but being like, you know, whatever. Mumlu, it's not something to be proud of, flagging people. Alright. You should have been in my simul yesterday. Real titles and bot viewers. Like, I'll even respect like WFM, seriously, or WCM. I'll even accept that as a title. But not when we start making up non-existent titles. I can't believe lichess accepts that. Alright, G6. So the old school move is H5. The old school move is G6. He's playing H5. I'm not trying to diss women. It's like any sort of fake title. Doesn't exist once you make it up. Mr. Coffee is National Coffee Master. It exists. Therefore it is. So H5 is the move that turned this variation around, man. You know, you really ought to play that. Bishop D6, Bishop D3, castles, Queen C2, H5. I don't remember. Maybe you're supposed to play Rook E8 check first, but the point is to play H5. H6 is actually more common than G6, come to think of it. So this is not the best way to play this for black. And even then, it's still tough. Yeah, of course, I respect all titles, just not this fake ones. Okay, it's not true. I don't respect Candidate Master. FIDE Master is born later than I don't respect FIDE Masters who gained their title like after 2000. I'm just kidding. Don't get me started. I could put my king on f1. I started ranting about the bots because there was this GM who started streaming yesterday, and his first stream he had like 650 viewers. It's like his third stream on lichess. You know, like on Chess.com he could have lots of bots from the site. Instead he streams on lichess and suddenly has 650 bots. I'm like, dude, he had like 40 people in the stream that I saw. I didn't rant enough last night, so I just have to continue. I'm addicted to ranting. Is there some sort of treatment? Can I get a treatment program for this? But it angers me, you know, like other people. Did Jubava like get bot viewers when he started streaming? Seriously, the guy has integrity. Did Kamsky like have 600 bot viewers when he started streaming? I don't name names here. I'm not trying to shame anyone. It was an anonymous grandmaster. I don't remember his name. But seriously. Why is it that Yabava starts with 6 viewers, but this guy has 600? That's just sickening, you know? People do anything. It's the same as cheating in chess, in my opinion. Well, everyone does it, so it's okay. But we don't. You know, I don't. None of those guys do. It's not okay. But I'm just saying that's the mentality that people have. The others do it, so it's okay. No, chess.com does it. Probably most of the streamers on chess.com, they don't buy their viewers. They're like bought by chess.com. But to like buy viewers and bring them here to lichess, that's even more disgusting. Alright. But anyway, happy Monday morning. Welcome, everybody. I should have castled queenside objectively. Alright. No, I'm done. I'm serious. I'm done. Done ranting. And something went wrong with my coffee. I went to make my coffee this morning. I put like quite a bit of water in the coffee maker, like this old Italian style coffee maker with you know, like this, whatever you call it. I don't know what it's called, a kuchigo in Hungarian. Kuchigo. It's a little metal coffee maker, like traditional style. I put the water in. I went to take a shower, came back, and like half the coffee was gone. I was like, what? Did it evaporate? Like, where did it go? I'm like, did I remember to put the water in? So I only had like half my normal size coffee. I think aliens stole my coffee. We won the exchange if we won it. Yep. Yep. You guys like the ranting? No, not rents. Rants. Where's Asterbait? He slept again? Rents. I don't like rent either. But I don't have to pay rent. Thankfully. If I was a landlord, I would like rent. Rent to own. Like, I must have not filled the coffee maker up all the way, but it was like weird. I could swear I did. In fact, like, I'm 99.9% sure I did. Like, where did the water go from my coffee maker? I guess I was in the shower longer than I thought, and it all evaporated. You think this is a weird position? Oh. Wait a minute. Well, that's not good. I apologize. I'm like drunk on lack of sleep. Saturday night, like, look at this variation. Saturday night, I didn't sleep, and so I tried to make up for it by sleeping all yesterday, but then after the simul last night again, I couldn't sleep well. I'm like drunk when I'm sleep deprived. Tea Master. Well, in Turkey, right? In all the Middle East, like, coffee and tea drinking is like an art form. All right. Why didn't I take the pawn threatening mate? Did I have a queen sack mate? Really? So, dude, rook e8 check, followed by h5. See, like, look at the breakdown of moose here. You guys see on the right? Rook e8 is like universal. h6 is played, g6 is played, king h8 is played, and h5 is rare. But the best move is rook e8 check 92 and h5. This has revitalized this whole variation. Like, basically, this has overturned the whole reputation of this line. Like, black went from this went from being like the least popular variation of the Caro-Kann to the most popular variation of the Caro-Kann for black. You can see there's Carlsen 2020. So none of these games, you know. I think the first time I saw this played was in like 2017. It's probably a computer move, but it revitalizes everything. I hate playing against this line. Hey, it's Miro. It changes the entire evaluation to like perfectly okay for black. I don't know what king h8 is. I mean, I guess the idea is to trap the bishop. Like, you don't have more than a draw after g6, right? I don't even know if black might not even get a draw. I mean, it's not clear. You don't want to play this. Wow, it's like just totally lost. That's kind of like interesting if you think about how Stockfish evaluates positions. If you're a beginner and you see this, I mean, you'd be like, okay, let's count the pawns now. We have 7 pawns, and black has 4. And I have a bishop and a knight, and he has 2 bishops and a knight, and we both have 2 rooks. So that's 1, 2, 3 pawns and 1 bishop. That's 3 points. So basically, it's equal. This position is equal because the material is the same. We each have 3 points of material. I honestly wouldn't have known that it was like winning for black. I would have said, okay, black's like clearly better. The computer is like plus 3.8. Plus 3.8. Black is winning by like nearly like four pawns worth of material. because of better development and king safety and control of the white squares. Yeah, that's why king h8 doesn't work. Anyway, hey, it's Miro. Jim, play like Kasparov. We'll take the subscriber challenges first. Yeah, I just made that up. Like, I have literally played thousands of chess players, so I can try to imitate some of them. That was probably inspired by one player I played years ago. He actually wasn't that bad, but I borrowed his voice. My approximation of his voice. You learned that line on someone's Chessable course, of course. It's very trendy. Yeah, you could see the game started abruptly in like 2017 because somebody was like, hey, Stockfish says King H8 is good. I mean, Stockfish says H5 is good. So, you know, Grandmaster Z started playing it. Or somebody started playing it because they realized, hey, the computer says H5 is good, it must be good. Now theory is being like created by computers and then employed by humans. Jim just donated 500 bits. Wow, he likes my rants. Kakatiri, welcome. Saw you, of course, last stream as well. Jim, thank you, sir. Hope you get some more time to attend the streams on a regular basis. Queen's Gambit declined. I'm kind of in a half drunk state because like I said, I didn't sleep enough. I feel like I have a hangover or something. I tried to go to sleep. I couldn't fall asleep because the night before I was up till 6. It's really hard to like go to sleep at like 7 in the morning one day and then like go to sleep at midnight the next. Does anyone else find that to be the case? I personally, some people could just like fall asleep in like 5 seconds. I also can't sleep on like planes. Is it possible to have bots on YouTube? I'm sure. I mean, my body's like, and when I was playing poker on Saturday, like, I'm at this huge disadvantage because everyone else, like, they're like losers who don't have jobs and they stay up all night every night, and so they're used to like staying up all night. But I'm like totally handicapped. I'm like a zombie. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm like a total zombie. And everyone else is like all energized because they stay up all night every night and then they sleep during the day like vampires. I was like, why am I so tired? And everyone else has so much energy. And then I realized, hey, I'm the only person who like has a normal like life schedule. So H4 is possible here. I once saw a game, I think it was like Shabalov, Vescovi. I mean, H4 is a common idea in some lines, but I've used it in both exchange variation and non-exchange variation situations. He can't take the bishop. I mean, he'll definitely get crushed. The question is my king, you know, for the long term. No, I mean, I think most of the computers agree that E4 is the best first move for white, I would think. But I don't know. The last time I checked. I wonder what AlphaZero thinks about the first move. You have to ask your countryman Matthew Sadler. Seems like the world's leading expert on AlphaZero. He wrote a book along with Natasha Regan. I think that the artificial intelligence is the future, man. Chess is going to be dictated by a bunch of robots. You gotta play really aggressively against Hey It's Miro, because he doesn't like defending, it feels like. He likes to dish it out, but he doesn't like to take it. But now we have a little bit of an issue. Alright. How am I gonna make this happen? So if I castle, he plays knight f8. I really need to play g4. But if I play it right away, it's possible he can actually just take it. I mean, I would have compensation, but I was wondering if there's something better. The problem is castle's knight f8. Then if I take on f6, he takes to the bishop. g4 is guarded by the bishop c8, and I can't play knight e5 because of bishop e5. Pawn e5, rook e5. So I don't know how to continue my assault there. Castles, bishop f8. I mean knight f8. Knight e5, right? And now he takes my bishop. I take. He plays knight e4. I take. He takes. I take. But I'm not threatening anything. There is that issue. Some crazy stuff going on there. Close to threatening something. Okay, I expected knight f8. No, it's hard to get him off of g4. Where's he going there? I brought up the conversation of... We're talking about two different things. Oh, you're talking about bots. Bot players? I don't know, man. I think you can make bot players, probably. I was definitely convinced there was bots in online poker. Sure, anybody can create bots. But I doubt too many people would go to the trouble. I wouldn't think they'd be too common. Now I'm going to lose on time. No, my position is good. Good but not great. I don't know if it benefits me to play bishop h7 check. He's good with the speed, though. He keeps the pace quickly. Never wastes too much time. Well, I mean, there's people who cheat, but I think they're, by bot, I'm saying, like, unattended. People cheating with computers, like, while monitoring it is one thing. But when we say bots, you can just, like, have your own program running on your computer that, like, automatically logs in and plays by itself. Well, there are, like, legal bots. You can create a bot account and play on lichess, right? I would never play them, though. There are those blue accounts that say bot on them. But I hate playing computers. I lost interest in that 20 years ago. b5 is an interesting move. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yes, sirree, bot. Is knight e4 going to become an issue here? Dude, computers are so fast, I always lose on time. That's not my concern. Playing an opponent who plays almost perfect moves is more disillusioning. Disillusionment. God, he's like violently aggressive. Black's just like winning. Nearly winning. No. I completely came unglued. I shouldn't play like this when I'm tired. Like, seriously, a couple months ago I played with a really bad hangover and no sleep. And what did I do? What do you do? If you seriously, if you play with a bad hangover and no sleep, how should you play? Like, as boring and technical as possible, probably. What did I do? I played the white side of a Marshall. I mean, yeah, h4 is just really dubious, kinda. Yeah, I mean, here you have a position with 159 master games, and only 3 of them played my dubious h4. One of them a very good player, but he was young. It was 1982. He was young and inexperienced. You grab another beer and go crazy. This just isn't great. It's a coffee house move. But I really thought you would play knight f8. Damn, another great player played this position with white. But it's really coffee house, man. Kirill Gergiev. See, his opponent played what I expected, knight f8. This was what I expected. I can't believe Kirill Gergiev did this in a real game. Now, I mean, I thought the critical question was actually taking. So I looked at this. But I guess I misevaluated something. No, it was this. This guy was afraid to do this against Kirill Gergiev, but I think I miscalculated this. Because I looked at this, and then this. And I was calculating like rook h8 check, but I don't think that works. It just doesn't work. Like, he takes it. Now what am I going to do after king g8? So I didn't know what to do. Like, likely this guy got bluffed by Kirill Grigiev. No. Okay. White has a move. Oh yeah, rook h8 first. God damn it. I didn't see that. Right, I would have seen it in a slow game. Yeah. Yeah, so okay. So this actually works. So the way this guy played it, he should have played knight g4 like Heihatsumiro. Heihatsumuro's move is pretty good. Oh, his royal duties calls us to Harry. Yeah. It was invented by Simon Williams. No, not exactly, but he probably enjoys using it. Yeah, so my move is best, according to the engine, bishop f4. And now here was best. We played this pretty well. Knight e5 was best. And now he could play bishop d6. Instead he played this, which is okay. There's an actual game where this happened, and I improved on bishop takes e5 with naturally d takes. So it was a really good game until this point. We basically played really well until move 15. I didn't have time to look at e6. I mean, I'm just playing bishop g3 to defend h4 and prepare the f-pawn. It seemed like a really natural move. Anyway, Jim just wanted to see the final evaluation, but I didn't like my position already. My bishop is bad, and he's got these strong pawns on the queen side. b5 is pretty strong. I figure I'm like lost here. He had this, but he didn't want to pull the trigger on it. Yeah, I mean, he was thinking about this, but he had like 5 seconds left. Yeah. Everyone in the room saw that except for you. Famous quote. So b3 wasn't so great. And this is another time pressure blunder. Here I'm still alive, apparently. We both made a lot of blunders. Yeah, and I'm actually better in the end. There was like 6 blunders by both sides. Actually 4. Alright. Subscribers, Jim, Playlick, Sparov, Cockatiri, Troll and a Roll. Troll, are you still a subscriber? Is Cockatiri a subscriber? Yes. Yes. So I do take the subscriber challenges first on Mondays and Wednesdays. Sorry guys, I'm a little foggy-headed. My sleep schedule's all messed up. I did sleep last night, but if I don't get my 8 hours of beauty sleep, I'm just not the same. You're a submarine. Yeah, we've got Jim. This guy is sending me private messages. A player yet to be named. He was sending me private messages like, come on! And then like challenging me to rated while he was like last on the list. I'm like, dude. First of all, you're not a subscriber. Secondly, you're new to the stream and you're not even polite about it. Okay, first we're playing Jim, Playlick, Sparov, Cockatiri, maybe Troll and Roll if he's still a subscriber. Then we'll try to take the other... Flair. Wait, Flair's a subscriber. I'm just like ignoring him. Sorry I'm ignoring you, Flair. I don't know why. I'm not like fully here. Alright. You haven't been around as much as those other guys. You're kind of new here. So I'm discriminating against you. The other players have been here forever. Alright, Jim. Jim is a legend. Jim should be a VIP. Yeah, Jim, how many games? You have 130. So Jim is in the top. Jim has got to be like in the top, like 8 people for the most games played against me. I think. You know, he used to be top 5. Probably. Top 5. Yeah, bring it on. Oh, I've been playing the Elephant Gambit reversed, man. You should try that. Here I'll play like A3 and then wait for people to play knight F6. It would be a deadly weapon in like the evil of bullet chess. I don't advocate playing bullet chess, but I'm just passing that info along. The elephant reversed. Man, I feel like I have a hangover. I'm so tired. I slept like 6 hours last night. Why would you play an opening where you're down a tempo for no reason? Numlu, I don't think you get it. You're not down a tempo. I mean, you have an extra tempo. I'm saying the Elephant Gambit reversed. You have an extra move. I don't play any openings where I'm down a tempo. Well, A3, it stops things from going to B4. It's a fairly useful move in a lot of situations. It's even not such a bad first move, honestly. Not the greatest. It also gives the bishop a square to retreat to in variations where you play bishop c4. Like if you take the 4 knights game, I mean A3 is a savage variation. It prevents the Rue Lepez. It's not that bad. Why would you play, like, do you want to only play the best possible moves? Because then you become kind of predictable, unfortunately. If you only play, like, main lines. It's better to play, like, inferior openings that you understand and people don't than mainline openings where everyone knows the theory. Bishop g5. I thought this wasn't a normal move. What is this? I seriously feel like I didn't sleep last night. I slept at least 5 hours. Jim, what is this? He's playing his crazy gambits again. So why can't I play like rook e8 here? It weakens f7. Damn. d5. E takes d5. Yeah, wow, Repun, you're late. d5, e takes d5, check. d5, e takes d5, queen e7, check. Some interesting stuff here. There is d5, bishop takes d5, okay. Yep. Yeah, this shows that how bad my hangover is, or whatever you call it. Sleep deprivation. Don't drive when you haven't slept. You know, it's almost as bad as, like, driving while you're drunk. Man, I feel like my whole body clock is destroyed. Rohan tennis? Alright. Maybe we ought to play h6. Who, Mr. Coffee, subscribe to tier 2. Big 5-0. Don't joke about that. It's not funny. Mr. Coffee, good to see you. As always. Big 5-0. I just woke up like 3 times in the night. I still thought I had some interesting dreams. I thought I got some decent sleep. But apparently not enough. D5. Oh, I have Queen C5 here. No, I'm not on Instagram. There may be a Sladgie imposter, though. Very possible. The problem is that not only I didn't sleep enough, half my coffee like evaporated. I only got half a coffee after being sleep deprived. That's not good. I was taking a shower and I smelled this smell like burning coffee. I had to like start the coffee while I was in the shower, so I set it on the oven, turned it on, went to take a shower, and then midway through my shower I'm like, why do I smell like burning coffee? But I thought, okay, how much coffee can like leak out of the coffee thing in a short period of time? And then when I went to pour out my coffee, it was like half gone. I know it's an exciting story for everyone. Man, this is quite a turn of events here. Jim, you wouldn't play Queen D4, would you? It's a funny position. I thought you would play Queen D4. I guess he didn't want to trade queens. Queen D4, Bishop A6. Leaves black slightly better. Threatening mated 1. But half a coffee just didn't cut it. Right, Mr. Coffee? I was gonna like play Queen D4, but I don't know what that does. What does inducing C3 help me? Somehow? Not really clear. This wasn't Jim's best game. Usually he's kicking my butt by now. But he is way ahead on the clock. I'm sure he's playing a lot of 5+3. Just kidding. Jim plays almost exclusively bullet, I think. I'm not sure which time control. But, dude. Leave that chalupa. Queen d4, queen f6. Oh, you were thinking about a different position, though. Instead of rook e8. No, I meant queen d4 after he had already captured on f6. Was what I was talking about. Like, when his bishop was hanging on f6, he had queen d4. And then I would play... I don't want to fix his structure. No, actually, I would just play queen d4 there. Yeah, I guess I could just trade queens there. I never actually had a chalupa. I just like saying it. Is it even a real thing, or is it just something... It's just made up by Taco Bell, right? That's not even like a real Mexican thing, is it? That's just sort of made up. A made up fake Mexican food. I just assumed chalupas were just made up by Taco Bell. I didn't realize it was real. Man, that's such a pun. He's milking that for all it's worth. No, he was kind enough to lose here on time, but I presume like rook h1, queen f7 maybe. I don't really want to play g6. He could play g6 as well. I don't think he's really worse here. So h5 was a blunder, okay. Wow, I'm winning if I don't play h5. Like, what? H takes g5 and I'm winning? Oh, because you can't take back and then I'm going to kill you with g4. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, alright. This is devastating. I mean, he would almost have something, but he can't get over there fast enough. Like rook h1, g4, queen g5 or something. But he's like melting down. White's meltdown is too fast. I'm threatening this. Only 50 CPL. Yeah, what is that opening? It's like the gym variation. Pops Zoltan Chaba, 1998. 1998. I don't know who that is. Pop Zoltan Chaba. That's weird. So this is some kind of weird variation. Dubious made-up line. Okay, Flair. Good evening. Good evening. Where's my coffee, man? I need another coffee. Feel sleepy. Feeling sleepy. Yesterday I was sleeping at this time. It's so hard to mix playing poker with being a chess coach. It already caused me to lose one tournament game. Now my sleep schedule's messed up. Yeah, this is a good line. This is a good move order for black. I have nothing here. Just a lame English. So, like, on the last move, like, technically White has a choice But the best move is g3. I can also play d4, but after cd4, knight d4, knight c6, I have to play either the lame e3 or knight c2. Allowing bishop takes c3 check like a reverse Rubinstein English. I've played this so much for black. Yeah, white's game is just lame. But it's a bad variation for white. My knight is on the wrong square. My knight should be on e2 if I'm going to play like a Botvinnik English. Black is already at least equal. I've been playing the English since like 1985. I mean, well, frankly, yeah. You can't, but your knight is on the wrong square. This is seriously not normal in a Botvinnik English. I mean, you want the pieces behind the pawn chain, not out in front. The only chance, maybe, I don't know, it goes to like h4 or e1. It's not great for white. To be honest, I don't really like the Botvinnik English. This is a very strange move by my opponent. I can actually play d4 now, like correct my position. Self-correcting. It's a self-correcting position. Now it's like a normal fianchetto Sicilian. Now white is just better. Having said that, I don't know the best square for my queen here. It seems hard to decide. I don't like the way that black is playing this position. You know, his bishop is buried. Perhaps even so, black is okay. Even so... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oof, coming to d4. Leaving Las Vegas. d4 and f3. I don't really want to give up my white square bishop for your knight on f3. I think Flair could be a good player, but his problem is that he plays too fast. It's a common disease around here. What are you putting, like, use your brain? I mean, why do you think I would play queen d2? Little reverse logic. I was planning on playing b3 and bishop b2, but then I was surprised by f5. What was I surprised by? I was surprised, I don't know, I wanted to play like bishop takes. It was a bad judgment. I thought I had time to play b3 and bishop b2 to make a proper answer to your statement. I thought I had time for it, and I think I misjudged. The plan was to play b3 and bishop b2. It's a very common setup. We're trying to make a profit out of the queen move, you know, not retreating it back all the way to d1. D3 was like going to get hit by knight e5. So I've been playing the English since I was 3. So how old was I in 1985? Astrobate. My birth date is not a secret. Repun like constantly announces it to the world. There I should have probably considered taking, but we did the safe move. Yes, it's all very logical. Yes. This is the move I've been playing. I did the same thing against Mr. Slow in the Simul yesterday. Another example of Queen D2. The same thing. I had the exact same formation. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. Bishop H6 doesn't seem to do anything. I mean, I don't know, man. That looks very dangerous. Lakeview Drive. Yeah, I sure as hell have never lived in Texas. But there are William Pascals, yeah. But it's odd, you know, it's funny because Texas, it's a very, it's an old... It's an old name. I mean, I have relatives that go back in history. But most of my relatives are from like Tennessee, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. It's primarily in that region. We don't have a lot of... Traditionally didn't have a lot of Pascals in the Texas region. I know more about my other side, actually, genealogically. My mother's side of the family. There's a lot more research. My mother's family did a lot of genealogical stuff, but my father's family not so much. I don't really know. But it's not a completely rare name. Like, you can find a reasonable amount of people. More than you would think. Knight f6 check. Flair needs to learn to play more slowly. Basic chess openings for kids. Play like a winner for move 1. What are you talking about now? It sounds pretty broad. Sounds too advanced for you. I don't like his bishops in my face. I had 98. Can't calculate. Yeah, Google does all kinds of weird stuff. No, I don't have any books I've ever authored. Too lazy. But maybe someone wrote a book in my name and just... That's possible. There was this funny incident where Larry Christensen told me that this Russian guy like wrote a book on the four pawns attack and using his name. He just like added his name to this book he wrote without asking his permission or anything. Like in the Aliakin four pawns attack. Larry's like, what? That's pretty diss. He's like, where's my royalties? The guy just decided to like pick some random grandmaster and like pretend that this random grandmaster co-authored a book with him. It's pretty insane. Oh, I think I'll just pick Larry Christensen. It's like this guy he's never met in his life. But wasn't Fisher upset about, you know, the Fisher book? What was the deal with that? Do I remember a game? Yes. No, but that's Hertan's book, man. Oh, that's like a... Oh, that's a Hertan book. Okay. I didn't realize. Because he wrote another book called... he wrote another book. Yeah, like one of the worst tournaments of my life. Thanks for highlighting that. Ripun puts in like the worst tournament of my life. I lost 4 games in a row. Only twice in my life have I lost 4 games in a row. Complete tilt. I started with 4 draws in a row and then lost 4 in a row. Please me. Please me. Mr. Slowhand is here and Cheesemate. Alright. Dude, I started with 4 draws and then I lost 4 games in a row. I remember very well. It was the first loss that pissed me off. I was like almost winning against Sedlak and then lost. I had him in a very bad position. Almashi Zoltan was like analyzing the game live and he was like telling people that I was basically almost winning. Then I was so pissed I lost that game that I started to go progressively more crazy. The next game was against a player... Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was like one thing after another. That's why I'm 23-30 now. That tournament. That was like 4 years ago, but I still never got my points back. Hello, I'm a terrible chess player, but I do love the game. Repun, you know Bill Clinton, William Jefferson Clinton, William Shakespeare, Bill Shakespeare. You know, it's like a standard. It's a standard short form. Anyone who's named William can be called Bill. I could have played e5 there, maybe. Well, it's funny how a few people realize the William thing. They think it's like a different name. Yeah, but you should use something other than like chessgames.com if you want to look up people's games. Maybe, yeah, Billy. I hated Billy. Billiam. Bill Kelleher called me Billiards, and that was a new one. I'm playing like Arthur Bisgeyer. the Bizgeier attack. But when another Bill makes fun of your name, it's okay, I guess. Stop spamming my info. I can't believe I let you get this position. What the heck is knight on bd7 against the 4 pawns attack? This has to be already bad for black after e5. I should just play e5. I mean, there's no way that's okay for you. Or like take is even better, but this is the worst way to play it for me. Yeah, I know. Why don't you look up my... I'm going to time you out if you don't stop it. He's going to search the dark web. How much does it cost for him to do like a dark web search? Alright. Get my credit card number. But seriously... Like, chessgames.com says through 2010. Like, I died in 2010. That website sucks. You know, it's funny. Like, there is no good free online chess database. I would think a site could do well to make an improvement on chessgames.com. But it's a lot of work, you know. And they only make a certain amount of money with, like, ads and stuff. But that site... Like, there is no good free online chess database, basically. ChessBase is your best shot. I hate ChessBase. Like, the free... ChessBase free database, maybe. Okay, Chess365 Chess, or... What? Kaisabase.co.uk. Interesting. I didn't know this. Is this something... secret? Cheesemate's giving his secrets. Troll on a roll. You wouldn't care or be interested. It doesn't involve you. This discussion doesn't involve you. This is about chess. We're talking about chess, Troll. This is not something you'd be interested in. Man, I just played this horrible variation. We're both playing badly. I wonder what his best move is here. I was thinking maybe bishop e6 to try to put pressure on the c4 pawn. I don't think that both sides played this well at all. Thanks, Cheesemate, for the suggestion. But play like Kasparov, he's also playing too fast. He had, I think, a good position and then compromised with some quick moves. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still not myself. Not myself. I haven't been myself here since New Year's. I'm trying to do the best I can, but I don't feel like myself yet. Hopefully the next day or two I'm going to be back to 100%. Yesterday Simul was subpar. I lost. I started flagging all the boards. I've been sleep deprived. Lots of excuses. No, I mean I didn't drink any hard liquor. I have nothing like that to blame it on. Probably I need to be in better shape, have more endurance. But honestly, you know, I played poker for like 12 hours straight on Saturday, and from like 6 p.m. till 6 in the morning, and I felt tired at 9. I mean, after 3 hours, I was like already. That's not good. I mean, you can't play chess or poker or anything and be tired after 3 hours. I mean, that's a very, very bad sign. That's not even remotely enough stamina. Whatever sport or game you're playing, if you're tired after 3 hours, you got to get into like a workout program or something, because I was tired by 9 p.m. I think part of it is the fact that I have a weird schedule. Endurance. I guess I have endurance, but not enough energy. I was there like a zombie for 12 hours. But it's not enough to just like be there. You have to, like, if you want to play, it's not enough to just be there like a zombie. I mean, I'm talking about chess, whatever we're talking about. You got to really put your heart into whatever you're doing, right? I mean, that's the point. You got to be intense about it. My play is just really not inspired. This was a really tough decision, by the way. Now, if you don't have tough decisions, it means you're not thinking enough. Screw that, man. You're not trading off my white square bishop on f3. You like, I used to play chess. I would go, let's say, and have the first round of a tournament at 9 o'clock in the morning. Be ready to play another game in the evening and play 12 hours in one day. That's some serious endurance. Or even just like one really long, 6-7 hour game. But to be tired after 3 hours, whatever you're doing, that's pathetic. Alright. Knight d4. I need a plan. I need a plan, people. This is really lame. Brain fog. Maybe it's brain fog. What does knight b6 do? I'm just like making a random move. Nice. No need to shout. Thank you, Mod. He's playing like a monster. After the initial poorly handled opening, he's followed up very well. Damn it. Oh no. It's not easy playing with brain fog, man. Alright. I'm going to take Troll in a roll next. If he is a subscriber. And then Cheesemate. Is Troll a subscriber? Where's his chat? Yeah. Repun said he had to go. I feel sorry for him. What do you mean? You're a subscriber. 12-month subscriber. I wasn't sure. You got gift subbed? Oh, you got gift subbed. You mean so you didn't really subscribe? Alright. Just checking. No. Queen d2. So what's the deal with this move? If I play knight g4, he takes on c6. We've been here before. He takes on c6. I mean, I could take with the d pawn, trade queens. But there's like b takes. Knight g4 right away. I feel like we played this before. Now he plays f3, so this is just the standard. Wasn't it Tezek? Tezek played e5 against me and sacrificed a pawn for nothing. That was weird. Now this position we've had before. I think I had this in a correspondence game. Will you play with me? I think Mr. Coffee just tried to explain it. I take the non-subscribers first. Oh, is this the guy? Alright, Mr. Slow just reappeared, and Cheesemate. Thanks, Mr. Slow, for your support yesterday in the simul. Mr. Slow is our gift sub. Record holder. Greatest gift sub. Man, I'm seriously dyslexic. This is like a good variation for white to like play for a draw, probably. I don't know why you want to play the white side of the accelerated dragon for a draw, necessarily. But I guess if you had to, this would be a reasonable way to go. I think if you want to play for a draw objectively, probably you shouldn't play e4, but play something like the English, something safer. Although there are specific ways. Why we're discussing playing for draws. Repun dropped the exchange. Yeah, he fits into the category of players who play too fast. Gift sub Grandmaster. Give me a coffee, please, somebody. My Starbucks delivery didn't arrive today. And I made myself a really bad coffee. Just had zero effect. You found that. Master had that move. Play the London. Look, I have nothing against the London. It's the trend surrounding it. You know, they've turned into like a meme. I actually have games where I play the London, but, you know. When you encounter playing all these people who play like, they play like zombies, like mindlessly, it's just disheartening. Alright. We go for structure. Structure. Wait, does this just drop a pawn? No. No. This is a structural approach to the position. We're approaching the position from the structural point of reference. Because we messed up, he has a beautiful 3-pawn island, and now we messed it up. Look at his beautiful structure. It's all gone. Gifts of coffee. 300, man. That's a serious. Now that's a Starbucks coffee. Actually, I haven't been to Starbucks in a long time here. I don't know what the going rate is. But that's probably in the right range. I know a beer is about 100. Well, anyway, a beer in a shop. If you go to a bar, it's going to cost double. Look, the London is a bad choice because it's lame, number one. And number two, it's extremely trendy, so everyone knows how to play against it. I wouldn't recommend playing that opening at all. The best openings to play are ones that people, you know, aren't prepared for. Ones that surprise them. He's not one to give up. Wow. I take it back. Sacrificing the d3 pawn. Well, I mean, you know, it's like, look at Yababa's results in Rapid. He plays a lot of trashy openings. And he did very well in the World Rapid. You know, if you made Yababa play like all standard openings, do you think he would have as good results? I don't think so. I mean, there's certain players that specialize in offbeat openings, obviously. He's one of them. The potential here for me to like lose this is pretty funny. Funny, haha. It's really irritating, like, to find a move in this position. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. There are moves, I just can't decide between them. Like, yeah, I mean, that's like the worst move ever. Check, king c4, king takes. All right, Mr. Slow. We lost another. A troll left. Yes. Whew, I don't have to play chess 960. Sigh of relief. All right. Troll's such a troublemaker. Who donated a gift sub to him anyway? Can we do another 4 pawns attack and play it right this time? People don't understand resigning. Most amateurs don't understand the concept of resigning. They don't understand when you're supposed to resign, at what point. It's a total mystery. I knew one player who was like 2100 who never resigned. I beat him like 10-0. Ironically, like, he's the only player over 2100. He was legit, like, almost a master, and I beat him like 10-0. Problem of any chess player in the world, I had like the best performance rating against this guy. He wasn't a weak 2100, but for some reason he was bad against me. But he had this weird thing where it was like he refused to resign ever. He would always play it out till it was like mate or something. The only player I ever saw over like 1900 who did that. But it was just kind of ironic that he had the worst score against me. So I had like 10 times where he did this. But I don't mind, you know, that to me that's not insulting, you know. He's doing it, it's like his principle, okay. I respect that, you know, if you live by this idea that you never resign, then fine. But his dogmatism maybe, you know, was the reason why he never reached 2200. Maybe it's not a coincidence. Maybe he did reach 2200 later. But I always thought it was kind of weird. Like, no other player that good did I never like allow a draw or something against. I just literally beat him every time. I think it became like a sort of albatross around his neck, you know. Once you lose to someone like 5 times in a row, it's very, very hard psychologically to have confidence, you know. But unfortunately, like a lot of players who are starting out, especially online, they don't understand. If you don't play over the board, you don't understand the concept of when to resign. And also from the standpoint of tournament play, you don't want to like drag out games where it's like hopeless. Conserve your energy, even, you know, in a selfish way. It's better to resign. We only live for how many days in our lifetimes, you know, let's not waste our time like playing out like piece down positions. For absolute beginners, you see, that's the thing. If you're like 1300, you're playing in a scholastic tournament against an 1100. Of course you shouldn't resign if you're down a piece. But a lot of people don't have perspective about how that doesn't apply against very strong players who almost never make mistakes. Why are we wasting so much time talking about this? Exactly. I'm trying to remember the theory here. I don't really play this line, you know, but it's hard. It's hard to come up. I need to come up with something new against the King's Indian constantly. I've played like every variation I know against Mr. Slowhand. I also hate playing the white side of the King's Indian in Blitz. Last time we had an English. So he's probably pretty much like standard procedure here for black. I would probably play it the same way like him. This is basically standard procedure. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do next. Yeah, I mean, the problem with Eric Rosen, there are many problems probably with most people, but the problem that I recognize is that the guy's clearly made his living by teaching kids, like little noob kids. He's geared his entire approach to teaching like total beginners. And he means that for like total beginners. He's you know, he's gone to like the national US championship for little kids and coached there and stuff. I mean, that's what I'm saying. When you're talking about a 900 player playing a 1,000 player, of course they shouldn't resign. It goes without saying. But that's a completely different situation from like, you know, an 1,800 player playing a 2,000 player in an adult tournament or something. You know, my advice is geared toward more advanced players. I'm not talking about like little kids in the National Scholastic Championship. I never see he came from that world. You can see it. You know what I mean? He was a little kid in that world, and so he's projecting that to his world. I never played in Scholastic tournaments since I was. My first tournament was an adult tournament. You know, I played in adult tournaments since I was 12. I never played in kiddie tournaments. So that's why my approach is completely different. You know, he probably started when he was like 4 years old playing in kiddie tournaments. I just never did that, you know, so I have no interest in that. That advice is not for intermediate players. You know, maybe he means it for intermediate players too, but it's inane. What's up, Chess Ibra? I had very little choice, but you know, there wasn't a lot of there was no organized scholastic chess when I was in like elementary school. I only started chess when I was in middle school, junior high school. So I just never did the kid chess stuff. I was busy like running around the neighborhood playing sports and like, you know, pretending to shoot my neighbors with play rifles and stuff. I never did scholastic chess. You got it in my I got it in my opening repertoire. It's knight a6, then c5. Yeah, knight on bd7 is not a variation. You can play e5 right away though if you want to. We're talking about the last game with Prem. He played a very strange move, but I let him get away with a very strange move because this is my second for pawns attack. In the other one, I should have played e5 and just tried to blow you away. The four pawns attack I used to think was like a coffee house system, but it's really not. You know, I mean it's actually legit. It's just that I think it attracts coffee house players But my friend Joe, who I called the Weed Master, I mean, he always played the 4 pawns attack. That was like his thing. But he's a really good player. I don't know how 4 pawns attack really fares statistically. I think it's okay. So bishop g5, yeah, it's not that common. I think that makes it a dangerous weapon. Kind of Spassky, I want to say like Spassky-esque. So now we've got g4, d5, g5, trying to go for the jugular, or bishop g5 trying to play like positionally. I kind of like this. We're playing for control of the center rather than the coffee house attack. Sorry, Mr. Coffee, nothing personal. No, I like 4 pawns attack. It's forcing, and people maybe aren't as well prepared for it as some other stuff because they don't face it very often. But I mean, classical King's Indian, like you're talking about the bayonet attack from the classical King's Indian, it's very like, it requires white to have a lot of subtle understanding. Classical King's Indian requires white to, I mean, this is also in a sense classical King's Indian. What's this? What is this? I mean, he's definitely getting mated, right? Mr. Slowhand was caught off guard. He has 96. Oof. That's not going to save him, though. Remember, kids, don't resign. Thanks, Mr. Slow. Where did he go wrong? Everything seemed right until here. Okay, yeah. So this is just a horrible move. It's actually very uncharacteristic of Mr. Slow. He usually knows his stuff. No, black should play knight on f to d7, I guess. So this is probably theory. I think queen h5 might even be a move. Nah. I guess knight fd7. I'm not sure about rook a c8. There might also be like rook f c8. Let's see. But e5 is definitely a mistake. So this guy played knight d7, but apparently we're not in book here. He did manage to draw Glenfleer. But what did black do wrong then? Oh, my move is that rare, but even before that. Okay. The rook c1 is main line, so his move is actually very, very rare. You have to play knight d7 first. This is much, much stronger. It looks like his move e5 exists here even. I don't trust that. This has got to be better. So check out like the advantage. White has a large advantage here. This is a good line for white. What's the improvement? No, there was some improvement I saw recently. Wasn't there? Yeah, man, check this out. Mr. Slow, didn't you play this against me before? No, it was another guy. Dude, check this out. This is crazy. Knight a6. Wow, knight on bd7 is a move here. Holy shit. This was played in 2004. Black has to find a more dynamic way of approaching this. Wow, even knight d7 is good. It's a like David Norwood modern type of... I know that's all very standard theory, but it looks like white's still better. But this knight a6, man. This has actually been played by Wolf. John Watson back in 97 lost. Oh, this is a cool idea. I had a game with a guy here on lichess who played this, and I was like, whoa. But I'm not sure he even knew it. He just came up with it over the board. CD6, ED6. So Andrei Vovk is the only person who knows about this. E takes D6. Yeah, man, you got quick counterplay. But the point is, like, if black doesn't do this, he might be slightly worse. At this point, Vovk played the artificial-looking queen b6. It looks like black is even better. Rook e8, castles, knight c5, just keep going. Man, this is a dynamic way for black to play. You know, this is actually looking pretty good. Rook e1, queen b6. White has to be careful here. Wow. Easy for white to lose the initiative. Look at this variation. Knight e3, rook e3, queen takes b2. Black is standing better, and then white made all reasonable moves. Now, I think this is a better way to go. You can also play e5. Look at this. This has started to be played. Nizhnik, Chigayev, Guseynov a couple times. You know, there's that. And then there's also like knight a6, which is reasonable and well known. All right. So Nefedov. Nefedov. Whoa. Yeah, I don't like the structures as much. But I think the way that Mr. Slow played it is considered the main line. You know, Kasparov is on the books as playing that same line, but he's inaccurately played rook c8 instead of knight d7. But what alarms me is that the position, like Stockfish says that white is better by pretty large advantage. I guess that's normal for a King's Indian, though. I mean, just because Stockfish says it's like a pretty large advantage, it's a King's Indian, white has a large space advantage. 0.9, that's probably like a standard eval in a classical King's Indian or something. Oh, Nefedov, what are we going to do with you? I should have played like g3. I should have played g3. He's frustratingly solid. This is the oldest Slav variation. IVYM just subscribed. 27 months. The months are rolling by. Knight h4, Karpov. Damn, dude, I don't know that move. What is that? What is that? Is that real? Is that a real thing? Wow. I mean, that's a great move. If that worked, everybody would play it. So knight a2 is the question. I guess I can also try e4, but it looks kind of wrong. I mean, did Nefedov, did you play this against me previously? Have you previously been on our channel? Seems like this is rehearsed. Like he's played this before. We did have a game, right? Makes complete sense, actually. Why is this not played more commonly? If it's that easy, I mean, what other solution is there but knight a2? I mean, what am I going to do? Like rook d1? Doesn't seem... Maybe rook d1 is reasonable. I get his dark squared bishop, but I don't have to take it directly. I can play like rook d1 now. Yeah, this is interesting. Nefedov's been doing his homework, but I feel like we had it before. Guys, I'm going to play one more game against Cheesemate, and I think it's almost time to go. But I'm definitely finishing any games with subscribers. I was able to take out Nefedov last time. Oh, that was a poor game though. I won with black. No, it was alright actually. He got in time pressure. That was last week's simul. Yeah, man, this c5 is weird. Mainline Slav position. And the moves are variety of moves. Knight on bd7, bishop g6, bishop g4, knight e4. So you've got at least like 4 major main lines. And Nefedov playing c5 there. So he's eyeing this. Getting off the file, obviously. There's always the fishing pole, knight g4, but it shouldn't really work here. Problem for white is what to do. I mean, I basically have to pull the trigger on this capture at some point. Knight takes b4. What else am I going to do besides that? What's that stupid expression? Stay calm and carry on? Alright. We'll try that theory. I'm not sure. I definitely didn't want to make any more weaknesses in my position, but I guess b3 would be a major consideration here. The last minute I had this stupid reason not to play that move. It's probably best though. I should have played b3. It secures my bishop, but it most importantly gives my other bishop good squares. I had a really dumb reason for not playing it. Like, I'm worried about weakening the c3 square, but I can easily cover that with bishop e2. Just don't think it would matter. Instead, I put my bishop on a much worse, less active square. Okay, the point is he can never take without dropping his knight. He can play knight c2, then I have to play rook c1. That's kind of awkward for black. I mean, his knight could get trapped in there. I'm just trying to present my thinking about the position. Trying not to make weaknesses and develop. But I still think like b3 was probably better. Okay, like if b3, there is also the obvious question of knight c2. Maybe that was more of a problem. Like b3, knight c2, rook a2, knight b4, where do I go? I'm not sure I have a good square for my rook. Maybe it's like a forced repetition draw. Knight h4, there's no way I'm playing that. I already played knight a2. Like, I can't do both. Only one, like, time-wasting knight maneuver per opening. That's what I think. We can't do two time-wasting knight maneuvers in the same opening. The position just won't allow for that. It's funny, like, yeah, do this and this. Because controlling the center isn't important, right? Yeah, no, I mean, it's a move you have to consider. Yeah, it's true. You definitely have to consider it. Do I have e4 at some point? No. Do I have bishop d3 at some point? So I'm trying to trap his knight. His knight is in a pretty vulnerable position. If bishop c3, he actually has knight b4. Or c8 took some guts to play that. I think he's in trouble here. Or is this just a blunder? Damn. That's a blunder. Wow. Blundiferous. Yeah, I guess he's not in trouble. Rook c8 was a very calm move. It looks like he's okay after that. Unbelievable. I mean, maybe now, my bishop is the problem. I could have played knight h4. But it's too complicated to calculate it. He just takes. Now he has knight a3. That doesn't look so good. Now what if bishop d3? Unclear. Yeah, wow. A little worried about his knight there. Naturally. Now this is unconvincing. He might have had knight e4 there. Now I have bishop takes e6. Bishop takes e6, bishop c2. It's crazy. Does that work for black? Okay, I take on... Take on c8. He has queen e7. It's still unclear. He could still play queen e7 here. What is happening? Bishop e6 is a blunder. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it. I saw it only after I made the move. Nefertov didn't find it. Queen e7 completely saves you. So bishop e6 was a massive blunder. I had to find a subtle move there. That's crazy. What's up with c5? What is up with this? It was played in 1979 by Kuprejcik and Alexandria in 1980. That's unbelievable. I mean, this move has only been played in 3 games, and then a random game in Kecskemét in like 1993. That is messed up. Such a fundamentally logical move, and it's only been played in 3 games. Kuprejcik even drew against Geller with it. That's so crazy. Like, Henry Lustgarten. We hope you're being sarcastic. So knight a2 is best. We're following Geller Kuprejcik. And Sharoshi Zoltan, who I think is still around. He plays for one of my competitor teams. He's like a senior. Plays for Ketchkemet. An old IM. Man, knight c6 is best. And now Geller just took on b4, but that's maybe what I played against Nefedov the first time he did this. So this is apparently okay. I can't remember if he took with the pawn, maybe. Geller against Kuprejcik was knight takes, bishop d2. So very similar to our game. Interesting idea, Nefedov. I'm surprised that no one else has really tried that. Where is Cheesemate? Did he have to go? Cheesemate, are you still with us? Has anyone seen Cheesemate? This 3-0 challenge is gone. I have time for one last game. Cheesemate was previously on the list. He is a subscriber. How's my rook d1 stack up? I didn't see why I have to take right away. This is what this player played against Anna Alexandria. So apparently rook d1 is like second best. Nefedov with a novelty. Man, Alexandria's move is weird. Bishop a5. You can do that? That looks highly dubious. Here, here, here. Knight d4, and she was worse. She lost. Wow. Yeah, that's highly instructive. Highly something. So white handled that very well, but Nefedov's move is an improvement on that game. And I have to take. And he takes with the knight. And and then b3 apparently does allow knight c2, which I didn't like. This is problematic. So it looks like bishop d2 was best. And now knight c2 is dubious. Nefedov has to go to work finding an improvement there. Okay, Cheesemate, last game. Cheesecake. Okay, Cheesecake. No, I'm not in the mood to play e4. Too tired. I already played my e4s out. You have to find an improvement. That's really weird, though. I mean, that it would be played in 2 games in 79 and 80, and then no one would pick it up. I mean, it just probably isn't quite as good as the other lines, but its independent value might make up for it. We lost Cheesemate again. He seems to be online. He's scanning the opening explorer for new ideas. Cheesemate, are you with us? Are you with us or against us? Nefedov, you're not predictable at all. Trickier than we thought. But you did play it against me once before, right? I didn't take it seriously enough the first time. I assume it was you, right? I'm having trouble remembering stuff. Need more fish oil or something. Alright, looks like Cheesemate is out. Oof. This account violated the lichess terms of service. Ouch. Yeah, I was suspicious of that account. Pancetta. Pancetta doesn't have enough games. Cheesemate, we gotta get Cheesemate. The other challenges are cancelled due to violating terms of service and not having enough games. Cheesemate or no Cheesemate? That is the question. Guys, please don't violate the terms of service. Philo chess. Alright, we're gonna cancel Cheesemate. I don't know what happened to him. We lost him. Phil Ivy chess. Oh, the king and pawning game, wow. No London, you better not play the London. Good. Thank you for not playing the London. Last game for today. Ladies and gents. We'll be back tomorrow night. I've got to start my tournament Rapid this week. We've got the Ponda Rapid. I don't have to play Bishop before there, but it is probably the best move. Ponda Rapid tomorrow night. Hopefully Cheesemate will make it. Not sure if Castles is the best move order. Not sure of much these days. Thanks for all of you for tuning in. Thanks to all of you, to be grammatically correct, for tuning in. Even Nefyadov. Bishop g5. What do you mean even Nefyadov? Bishop g5. Sarcasm just doesn't go over well on the internet, Nefyadov. I'm sorry. It's always hard to understand what people mean. Yeah, what am I thinking here? Bishop g5 is standard. Should be standard. Even Astrobate. My favorite people and Nefyadov. Being Nefyadov. G5. Because why not? Well, there's probably a good reason, to be perfectly honest. Tomorrow night, 6:30 CET. We'll start a stream and the tournament will begin at 6:45. I don't know who Philo Chess is. Philo Low Chess. Now he finds this. What a genius. God damn it, Jerry. Jerry. I wonder if Cheesemate's here. Cheesemate was from New England. I wonder if he ever met Jerry Williams. Jerry passed away last year. He used to curse at himself like out loud at tournaments. When he made a blunder, he was like, Jerry, how could you do that? God damn it, Jerry. He was a wonderful person, but a little bit imbalanced. Unfortunately, I miscalculated, or just didn't calculate, is a better way to express it. I just didn't calculate. So I'm wondering what the best thing to do is. The problem is when I play bishop takes c3 check, I'm losing, you know, because of that rook hanging on h8. Knight h5 was a blunder, but I mean g5 was basically a blunder. If I can't follow it with knight h5, there's no point in playing g5. So we have a huge problem now, where I'm probably like just lost, but it's a matter of the best way to deal with the situation, I think, is probably to play g4 and like lose a pawn or something. I play g4 and take on f3, and we'll just be down a pawn. g4, pawn takes c6, pawn takes f3. This is another blunder. Man, I'm just like Mr. Blunder. Alright, well, good game. Damn it, I had to play... What did I have to play? Actually, how do I not lose a piece? Maybe I just can't lose... Maybe I just have to lose a piece, right? There's just no way out of it. I mean, I'm like... just dropping a piece in all variations. There's just no way to not lose a piece. That's weird. I don't see how I not lose a piece here. There may be a miraculous defense, actually. That's kind of crazy. Pawn takes b7, bishop b7, queen a4 check, queen d7. And if queen b4, I have c5, followed by pawn takes g2, just by sheer luck. I know, the other variation, like queen d7, queen b4, takes on g2, takes on b7, takes on h1, also may work. Cyber Elf Elpizo, someone recently gifted me a sub. Can you believe the generosity? Yeah, I can believe the generosity is unbelievable here. No, I mean, it's a miracle I'm not losing a piece, so I'm only going to lose a pawn. There's other ways I could play it, right? Queen a4 check, king e7, queen b4 takes on g2. So this is what I was hoping for initially. I'm only losing a pawn after everything's said and done. But the queen f6 doesn't work. I guess c5 needs consideration. c5 merits consideration. I'd rather not trade pieces here at all. Unlucky I'm just lost a pawn. It's not that big a deal, right? But queen f6 doesn't work. He is starting to win a piece here. Bishop c6, a3. Bishop c6, a3. Bishop c5, b4 is kind of annoying. I don't know about that. I was looking at c5, a3. c5, a3, queen a5. Like rook c1. And go into an ending, down a pawn. Not a very good, promising situation. Maybe a5 is my best practical try. No, I don't have a lot of faith in this. I stopped b4, and we're still in the game. Now, bishop c6 was kind of in the path of the b pawn. I don't like that. That's a lazy move. I could get hit by like b4, b5 inconveniently, and I don't really like allowing b4. We don't really want to allow that. I mean, give him more space. No thanks. This ending, though, looks like maybe holdable. Whether my king is relatively safe here. I'm not sure trading queens is a great idea down a pawn for nothing. I'm not sure king e7 is a great idea either, but you have to make a choice. Yeah, black has to play dynamically and try to avoid simplification, you know? He has queen b5, but it's okay. I still have bishop b6 there. I have other moves too, like bishop a6. Knight takes. Wow, what? This is obviously pretty dubious. Wow. Wow. I don't know, is it a draw? Yeah, I mean, I don't deserve to win this. I was totally lost, but the king and pawning game is interesting. Um, Obviously, I was lost before. When he offers a draw here, I initially thought I was better, but he played king f3 and actually I assume it's a draw. It is a draw. So now you have to play King H4 right away. King E4. So E4 is losing. King G3 is a draw. Yeah, it's man, I was like lost. I was better in the opening. So this position I forgot. Wow, G5 is a real move? But what's my next move then? Oh, I'm supposed to play G4. Shit. Of course. I hadn't thought about this in a long time. No, it's not G5, it's a mistake. It's Pinter versus Milov. Wow. So Bishop G3, G4. What the hell's going on? Now you have to play D5. And you're behind. You're capturing second now. It's funny. So after knight h5, I'm like basically lost. I just forgot, you know. This is my only defense, and I'm lucky I'm not losing a piece. It's a miracle. So we actually played this correctly. What's the best move? A5. King F8, C5, A5, C5. Yeah, I mean, I'm just lucky that I even survived at all. But once I traded rooks, I was okay. He had to find, like, a pretty easy move here. Rook H6 check. King F5. E4. Okay, that's not that easy. But he has several wins. My king is obviously wide open. No, it's no surprise he was winning. I mean, I was okay at one point. But no, I mean, this was not enough. I was never okay in this game. This was one point where I was okay. Ironically, like, trading queens was okay. Now he's winning again. Yeah. I don't have enough. I was lured into these, like, hoping I have a forced mate or some trick or something. And I'm just lost. Okay, guys, good games. I gotta go. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We will be back tomorrow night with a Blitz tournament here on lichess and Twitch. Thanks so much for your time and for the games. I will see you later.